Good morning, Central Oregon. We have a situation downtown that is just breaking out. We have Jesse down on the field live. Jesse, describe to us what is going on down there. Yes, thank you, Bill. I am down here. What you're seeing develop before your eyes is we have the police department and some EMTs and some police officers down here, and there's a lot of scrambling going around, people trying to figure out what is going on. They're creating a perimeter. We can't tell quite at this moment exactly what's going on. There's a lot of murmuring, a lot of talking, but it appears to be that there is some water damage from, I'm guessing, one of the top floors, and it's leaking down to the bottom floor, especially into the cafe. That's where we're extremely concerned. People haven't been able to get their coffee this morning because the coffee is watered down. Now, what we're seeing here is we have firefighters, and they're really planning together, trying to figure out what's the best way to handle this situation. It's kind of like one of those classic things that you see. How many firefighters does it take to, plug up a hole? And that's what's going on. All right, Jesse. So you're just saying that it's a water damage. There seems to be a lot of commotion going on. Are you sure it's just water damage? Well, to be honest with you, Bill, I am not exactly sure, like I said, but it looks like there's people standing outside, and there's some talking going on. And at first, when I walked up on the scene, it looked horrific. It looked horrendous. And then upon further investigation, it seemed to be, just simple water damage. I'm not sure why there's such a commotion, but we're going to give you all of the action. We're going to get down and dirty, and we're going to show you everything that's going on. There's a lot of drama unfolding. They're trying to figure out how the best way to go about. As you can see, the fire truck is here, filled with water, but the issue is they don't need any more water, so they're figuring out what's the next step here. Where are we going? Where are we headed? As you can see, the firefighters are now entering the building. They're handling the situation. The pedestrians are outside. And as you see, this gentleman, he is fleeing for his life. He's trying to protect his goods. And yes, the fire engine is running strong. But, these firefighters, they're well trained for what they do. So people, do not worry. Your coffee this morning is going to be perfectly fine. They are going to remove the excess water, and then you can freely get the coffee. One suggestion people are making is just simply walk a couple steps across the street to the other coffee shop. Their coffee is really, really tasty. So that's kind of a little bit what's unfolding. I'm going to continue to review what's going on, and I'll come back to you guys here in a couple minutes. Hey, Bill, or Jesse, I thank you so much for that information. I can see there that one of those firefighters was carrying a squeegee. And oh my goodness, what's developing for us right now? Looks like we have the fire truck engine ladder going up. Are you sure, Jesse, that there is not a fire? Because I do not see why they would need to pull this out if it was just something for a leaky pipe.
I'm like, what is going on? What could possibly be happening?
Yes, Bill, I understand. I am investigating right now. I'm asking questions. I'm pondering and reviewing what's going on before my eyes, and I just can't at this moment disclose exactly the situation. This might be a little bit deeper and more in depth than we thought. The drama is really unfolding. Continue, viewers, to stay tuned to see what is going on. We're trying to get you the most up-to-date information. As of this point, nobody is hurt. Everyone is perfectly safe. Everyone has exited the building. You do not have to worry about that. Okay, Jesse, I see that the Bend firefighters are very serious in their work, and they're doing a fantastic job making sure that boom gets up to the top of the building. Now, I don't see this happening a lot. This is one of the tallest buildings in downtown, so it almost looks like, Jesse, that they're having a little trouble understanding how this machine works. Maybe they don't have as much experience as they may have needed for this type of situation.
I'm no different than anyone else standing around that's taking pictures of
Yes, Bill, that is a valid point, and it does appear to be that this is the first time that this is being pulled out and used in this way. So they're working out the kinks. I think that the machine was a little bit dusty, and so they had to blow it off to get it up and running. But it looks like they got everything going. As you can see, this police officer right here is making sure that the area is clear to most effectively, get to this building and attack the situation. I have not yet seen the firefighter. There he is right there. He's not yet exited the bucket there. Not sure. They're still kind of figuring out whether they want to go higher or lower. Not sure exactly what's going on. So I talked to this police officer here. He told me that he absolutely has no idea what's going on. He was just told to stand around and basically as a security guard. And that's understandable. This is a tense situation, and we don't want any panic and mass awry. So that's what's happening.
Yeah, but I got
Jesse, wow, I understand. This is very, very thrilling. I'm very excited watching this unfold before my eyes. I know that the people of Central Oregon are extremely appreciative of this coverage and making sure that they're staying up to date. I'm sure there's a lot of people using social media right now, doing their live videos to show exactly the drama that's unfolding. I think this is the most exciting thing that we've seen here in this part of town, and so it's definitely causing a ruckus on social media, and people are chiming in and emailing in all the time, asking questions about this pipe or this leak or whatever, and people are giving suggestions, Gorilla Tape, Gorilla Glue, all these types of good suggestions. We're actually going to go ahead and give a call to a plumber, a local plumber here in Central Oregon, who's going to give us a better understanding of why maybe they're having such difficulty with this pipe. So let's do that now.
Hello?
Hello, plumber. Give us an understanding of what might be happening in your expertise and experience. Please give us a little understanding of why this might be a more difficult situation than even any of us or the fire department can realizes.
Why, yes. You see, pipes are very finicky, and it is a very precise science on how to handle these types of situations. To be honest with you, I think the boom is completely unnecessary because the pipe is, it's not up at the top. It's not like a broken sprinkler or anything like that. They should just go into the building and watch the flow of water to see where it's coming from. And then basically what you do is go in there and establish where this is and then find the main shut-off switch and then shut off the water. And problem solved. And then it just call me up. Make sure you know my number. It's 555-545-54, and I will go ahead and I can easily fix this for the fire department. Just make sure you contact me. Well, thank you so much for that information. I'm sure that you gave some great tips for us and the viewers, and we will be sure to pass your number off to the ones who need help. Jesse, you have anything else for us? Yeah, as you can see now, they definitely realized that the boom was overkill. So they are retracting it now and putting it down. It is a good thing, though, that they have tested it out and they have found that it's actually functional and working. That was a great thing. So that's always a bonus when you find out that your equipment is actually working. That dog there was not a fire dog. It's just a local dog, and he watched this unfold right next to me, and he was barking away. But they didn't throw him a bone, which was kind of a bummer. But as you can see, Bend Fire Rescue being very methodical, very precise in the way that they put this down. They have to be extremely careful and make sure that everything is in place and everything like that. And so as we watch this go down, this is kind of the most dramatic part of the situation. They're realizing that the boom is overkill. It's not necessary for this type of practice. Now, to be honest with you, this could be a drill, and we haven't really received any further information on what is going on. I know that there's some people in tears, and they weren't part of the fire department, so it looked real, but we're not quite clear if this is just a drill or if this is actually happening. Now, the coffee is definitely watered down, and so that's an issue for sure, whether it's a drill or not. But as you can see, they're taking really precise calculations of how to get this boom down and safe. We move forward here, and it looks like they're kind of cleaning up now. They got the fire truck. They're kind of standing around. I think that they've taken care of it. Yes, they're discussing that it was a lot simpler than they thought, and they went ahead and took the plumber's advice, and so they're being asked to clean up now and everything like that. So oh, yep, see, the guy just indicated there, you could read his lips, it was just water, and water can be cleaned up with a squeegee and a mop and everything like that. As you can see, this is a cold autumn day as the wind is blowing the leaves, and everything like that, which the coffee is absolutely necessary in weather like this. So they're trying their best. They're working super hard, diligently, to make sure this happens. So it looks like they are cleaning up. It looks like problem is solved. The coffee seems to be all in order, and we'll just have to see the dramatic exiting or culmination of what happened today. Sorry for the lack of information. We didn't receive a lot. We were just kind of like innocent bystanders watching this all unfold. I did talk to this firefighter, and he was just asking me if I was getting good pictures, and there was a little bit of dialogue there, and I just said, yes, I am getting good video and pictures. Thank you very much. So Bill, so as they're driving away, they have figured it out. Everything is fine. People are cheering in the streets because the watered down coffee situation has been handled. It has been completely eradicated, and it's just a joyous time down here in downtown. People are wanting to maybe even do a parade. As you saw, that gentleman just walk by. He was thrilled to be walking away with some nice hot, unwatered down coffee. Nice strong coffee now. And as you can see, they're getting ready to go ahead and head out. We just want to give a round of applause to the Bend Fire and Rescue. They did a fantastic job containing this issue and making sure that people were safe. But the biggest priority was caffeine. People, and including the fire department, without the caffeine, it makes it hard to work effectively. This gentleman here is the driver of this particular unit, and you could tell he was dragging a little bit with the lack of good coffee with the right amount of caffeine intake. So we really appreciate, again, just the quick response to seemingly like a small issue, but because of this absolute need of caffeine and good strong coffee that's not watered down, the quick response is much appreciated. The people of Bend they look at the Bend Fire and Rescue as superheroes in this situation, because coffee is nothing to be scoffed at. And so I'm going to bring it back to you, Bill. Thank you so much. We are excited to see this unfold, but we're most excited that everyone is going to go home happy and everyone's going to be able to go on with their day. So thank you again. Wow, Jesse, what an awesome story. This is going to be the story of the month, possibly the year, as we see them driving off now. It's so exciting, and that gentleman, I'm sure, is going over to get the nice new coffee. Oh my goodness. Wow. See, people just don't have the right respect. There's clearly a no littering sign, and people have left Mickey D's and 7-Eleven. Unacceptable.